is just going to die on this hill. I don't think he's going to let this thing go. Do you think that he uses the full weight of the government to push these guys back? I mean, where do you think this leads to?
I think there's still a lot of leverage on the side of the truckers nationwide, and the people do have a lot of power. But there are individual groups, and I cannot speak for the folks out in Ottawa or to the rolling blockades elsewhere across the country in other provinces. But for this particular localized effort here, again, there is some reception. It's not to say that the situation can't degenerate very quickly. There's a lot of apprehension here. And the truckers don't want to feel that this is just a capitulation. So this is an olive branch in this particular province that has been extended to the authorities here, and we'll see how they respond. Now, I'm in direct communications with the RCMP, who are federal agents. Again, just to respond to your question.
Let me ask you real quick. There's $10 million that has been put together that we know about, I think, on GoFundMe. Have you heard anything about that money perhaps being locked up by GoFundMe and under review?
I don't have a lot of material information myself.
Okay.
And again, I'm kind of shooting from the hip here, and from what I've seen online, it was my understanding, at least yesterday or maybe the day before, that GoFundMe had locked that up, but there was a condition saying that they would potentially release funds if there is some fiduciary accounting for that money. And I would say that's a fair take. Frankly, when we have that size of money, there needs to be accountability for how that is spent. So we'll see how that develops.
Chad Williamson, the attorney for these truckers. We're seeing this happen in Canada. It is an amazing story. Chad, thank you so much for giving us the update. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for at least giving these folks a voice. And thanks everybody for the support that is given to this initiative. These are some of the most compassionate people I've ever met.
It's a heck of a story, Chad. Thank you so much. Coming up, the U.S.